Okay. They're malnourished and injured. Why do they need these? Ah, they're being used as spears. Okay. That works. Now, these tigers here that are on the ground, they're really... I was talking to one of my friends who has the beta as well, and they were saying that these tigers are really gorgeous. Right now, they are not tameable, but they might be when this goes live. I think they have higher level versions of these big cats on the Panda continent, where you go from 85 to 90. And I think they're really, really nice looking. When I get my hunter leveled up, I'll probably get one of those. The quest I have for my little hunter is I want to have the purple spider, Deathlack, I think his name is, from the Molten Front quests. I want to get, oh my god, the spectral beast that Gigi has, that she calls Frostbite. And I think that's in like, a 24-hour spawner. I don't know, I'd have to check the wiki again, but I also want, I have the blue fox from Loch Modan, and that one took me a really long time to get because I'd gone in there and there were like 2 hunters already sitting there, and I was undead, so number one, I was in Alliance territory. I'm not on a PvP server, but it's still, I'm in Alliance territory, and it's a pain in the butt, so I had 2 people take it from me, and it's on about an hour cooldown, so I sat there for at least 3 hours, maybe longer, but I finally got that fox, and I'm hanging on to that fox. I'm not very good with hunters, so I don't know what is like the top DPS pet, but I really like my fox, and I'm probably gonna stick with it. I'm not Beastmaster, I'm Marksman, but the only reason I'd ever be Marksman or Beastmaster is so that I could show off my pets. But I don't think I'll ever like seriously raid Beastmaster, because I don't know how viable it is. Well, it's viable, but I don't know how much DPS it does compared to marksmanship. And I mean, I've leveled marksmanship, so I know that spec pretty well. I mean, Beastmaster is more dependent on your pet's DPS than your own. And for me personally, I'd rather just have my DPS be off of what I do and not what my pet does. I don't want to have to rely on something else to do my DPS for me. But after that, I think my next venture is Shaman Healer. A lot of people say, oh, well, there's a lot better healers than shamans because they've been nerfed 1,000 times because Blizzard hates them. Well, yeah, but, you know, they're getting big changes in this expansion. I haven't seen them all, but the totems, you don't have to drop all 4 at once. They've changed them so you can't drop all 4 at once, I don't think, like you used to be able to. And they're taking a lot of the utility out of them, so they're more of... I actually don't know what they are. All I know is they're not buff sticks anymore, which I'm kind of sad about, but what are you gonna do? People complain long enough, it happens. But I don't know the full extent of the shaman changes. I will definitely look into it though, after I find 2 more of these freaking tigers. You know, you wouldn't think that like at 2 in the morning a bunch of people would be running around, but they are. A bunch of people are running around doing my quests. Jerks. But we're almost done here, so. Panda Starting Area is fun, but I watched some of the stuff for Kata, and I didn't really want to do some of the stuff. Like, I didn't want to do the Worgen Starting Area, because it was really boring. I mean, I eventually did it just so I could do it myself, and it was just as boring as it was to watch. But the goblin area was really nice. But the panda area, I think I will do again on live to see what's changed. I'll probably just delete the tomb because honestly I don't like pandas. They're nice and all, and the regions are really awesome, but for me, aesthetics are a big thing for me, which is why I transferred all my toons Horde, and I had my druid a Tauren. I didn't play her for a long time. I want to say over a year, because I couldn't wrap my head around being a Tauren. So when they were able to be trolls, I was like, yes, finally, you know, I can deal with being a troll. Because, I mean, you can kind of make a troll look pretty. But Tauren, there's no way to make that look pretty. So, I mean, maybe I don't think I'd play a panda, because they're just going to be, they're WoW's new furries, and they're going to be all over the place. If I do, I am going to make a monk when it goes live, but I think it'll just be a blood elf. I'm really sick of the blood elf starting area because I've done it so many times and they haven't done anything to it, but I'll get over that.
Greetings.
But I don't know, I might, I don't know, I don't know. I'm not gonna like go through the Panda starting area and then race change, that'd be stupid. But, oh look, she's healing me. That's really cool.
What brings you here?
Okay, I have to speak to Michael Bay.
Walk with the earth.
I was joking with my friends when I first did this, and I was like, oh my god, you're not going to believe who I have to go talk to. I have to go talk to Michael Bay. And we had just gotten over talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that he was making that was going to be terrible because he was like not doing... I never watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was little because I wasn't really into it, but my friends are, and they're like, God, it's gonna be terrible, he's ruining the whole movie, and I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. But, it's really funny, because I think Blizzard might, I don't know if they're poking fun at him, but, we think they're poking fun at him because he's a goblin, and goblins are greedy and all they want is money, so, does that go along with Michael Bay, maybe? All he wants is money?
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend. Okay. Okay, they need explosives to move it. But I need to kill these things. Why do I need to kill them? Okay, they're just evil things that need to be taken care of, quote unquote. So, just get some of these explosives. Oh my god, this is gonna be one of those ones where I have to hit the bottom. I hate that. Awkward silence. Damn. You don't pick what side you want to be on until way... Well, actually, probably about 10 minutes here I'll get to pick what side I want to be on. But there's no benefits or downsides for choosing a side. It doesn't even give you anything. It just, when the time comes to choose, it pops up a little menu, and it gives a small description of each side. I don't like playing Alliance because their lore has kind of been lacking for a long time. And when I was playing Alliance, I always figured, oh, well, the Horde's the bad guys. The Horde are bad people, and, you know, I'm glad they got dealt with, and, you know, we're Alliance, and it's our job to kill them, and all this other stuff. And then, you know, I started actually looking into a lot of the lore, and in a lot of the instances, the Alliance are actually the bad guys. And I don't like playing on the side where they can't admit that they've done wrong. I mean, the Horde they don't have a spotless record. They've done bad things. But they admit it, you know? They admit, you know, we've done wrong, and we're paying for it. The Alliance are kind of sneaky in the fact that they just kind of ignore what they've done and they kind of sweep it under the table, and I don't like that. I always thought that it's kind of like growing up thinking that the Wicked Witch of the West is, you know, evil by nature. But I mean, if you look at it from a different perspective, like reading Wicked or seeing the play, you'll notice, oh, well, the Wicked Witch of the West isn't evil, she's just misunderstood. Well, it's kind of the same thing with the Horde. The Horde aren't evil, they're just misunderstood. The Alliance, the people who push them to be the way they are now, are really the people who are evil. But I guess that's just me looking into it too much. I mean, the Alliance for me has always been to like, most people who play on their kids, number one, because they want the pretty classes. And I can understand that. When I first played WoW, I wanted the pretty classes too. But you can't just have the pretty classes. And I mean, that's why they've kind of spread, I mean, they haven't really spread out the pretty classes. Because I mean, let's face it, the Horde doesn't really have that many pretty classes. The only pretty class they have is the Blood Elves. And, you know, they're all over the freaking place. But, I mean, I'm not saying that the Horde is full of, you know, adult, mature people, because it's not. There are trolls here, and there are kids here. But there's not as many as there are on the ally side, because, well, the kids don't want to play the ugly classes. And I'm not saying that the Horde classes are ugly, because a lot of them aren't. I mean, if you really, you know, are attached to them, they're not ugly. But they're just not the quote-unquote pretty classes. Like, I would never have played an undead. But if they hadn't redone the starting area, I don't think I ever would have made an undead. Because I'd made an undead a really long time ago, and the starting area was kind of meh. But I made a Forsaken Hunter right after Kata came out. And the only reason I'd done that is because I wanted to be a Forsaken Hunter, because it was new. And so then I didn't realize that they'd redone the whole starting area, and it's basically, you're not, like, it's not like you're being freed from the Lich King's wrath. You're being raised by Sylvanas' new banshees, because since the Lich King is now defeated, she needs a way to get more Forsaken. And the only way to do that is for her banshees to raise the dead. And you're a risen dead. And, you know, you have to figure out who you are and your new Forsaken identity. And you have to follow Sylvanas in her quest to capture Gilneas. And it's actually pretty good. And I recommend you going through that area if you've never done the Undead starting area. It's actually really good. Okay, so I've killed stuff and I made him proud. That's good. Alright, here are your bombs. And now I have to go meet the female panda at the crash site. I have to go around. And at this part, I think I have 3 quests at this part. I have to kill more stuff. I have to save some of the injured soldiers. And I have to get medical supplies. I think. Could be wrong. But I think I'm right. Okay, so hit level 10, like, a level ago. And the people watching this are probably like, why didn't you train your talent point? We want to see the new talent system.
Farewell.
Okay, yeah, there are 3. I have to save injured soldiers, I have to get some medical supplies, and I have to, kill the thingamajiggers. Okay, so, new talent system. Okay, so we choose a specialization. The Brewmaster's tank. Mistweaver is healing. Windwalker is damage, learn. I don't have any talent points yet. You don't get those till 15. But now I have a specialization. This is... So, if I open my spell book, I should be able to see stuff for Windwalker, Mistweaver, which I can't access, and Brewmaster, which I can't access. I'm not sure if this is how the spellbook is going to look. I really don't. But I hope it's not, because it's kind of a mess. But I don't know. My job addition generates an additional chi, which is clobber when I don't have fist weapons. They've actually added a lot more abilities than the last time I was here. Yay, updates, I guess. Okay, so I have to go save some soldiers, get some medical supplies, and kill these tormentors. I could imagine if I was a turtle this big and something like this had crashed into me, it would hurt like hell. Can't imagine how that would feel, really. Come on, loot it. Ugh, don't do this to me. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to restart the whole client to get that to work. So, I don't know if it'll make the boxes work, but I can loot again. So, that probably fixed the issue. Yes, medical supplies. Yay. But like I was saying before, I think it's... I mean, I know there are people who go around pretending to be girls to just get attention or to troll people or to mess with them, but I mean, honestly, just sit back and think about it. There are people who do it, but why? Like, why would a guy go around pretending to be a girl? What? I mean, there's a difference between having a female character and pretending to be a girl, because I can understand having a female character. Because if you're gonna stare at the ass end of something for hours and hours and hours and hours, do you want it to be a dude butt or a girl butt? And for a guy, I'd answer girl butt. I play girl tunes because I'm a girl and I like to, I don't know, be a girl. But I can totally understand guys playing female tunes because it's, you know, it's I don't know, I don't want to say it's like better to stare at a female butt, but like guys prefer to stare at a female butt if they have to stare at it for hours, days, weeks, years, than, you know, stare at a guy tune's butt. I mean, 'cause let's just face it, like the guy butts aren't really, they're kind of flat and just bleh. But I don't know. I don't think that if I was actually, if I was a guy, I would have a girl tune, because I don't think I'd want to stare at a guy's butt all day when I was a guy, but I wouldn't pretend to be a girl.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
I just think that's kind of creepy. Okay, I have to defeat something called the Deep Sea Nightmare. And I think this, okay, if I roll, I will get here fast enough. I don't have this on so I can, okay, he's got 4k health. That's a lot for a starting area mob. Like crap. Why do you have 4k health, dude? I don't know. Of all the starting areas, I can't say this is my favorite. I don't even know if this like really ranks up with my favorites. I mean, it is really good, and I do really like it, but I'd have to say right now my favorite starting area is the Forsaken starting area, then the Goblin starting area, and then probably this one. I mean, this is good, but it doesn't blow my socks off. I mean, the Goblin starting area really, that one really, like, Why didn't I get credit for killing him? That's stupid as all hell. Where the hell did I go? Oh my god, they actually implemented a graveyard. Well, that sucks.